Hey, what's going on with it, ladies and gentlemen, ponies and gentlecolts, the one, the only, Criticism Guide 2009, aka Nintendofreak2011. Before I begin real quick, yeah, just wanted to let you guys know, like I was saying earlier in my other videos, about 2 days ago, I was actually going to do an exclusive thing real fast. Bad fucking ass. Floyd Mayweather actually signed this shit. Badass. You know, real badass fucking boxer. I know, shout out to Jay Miller Speaks. I know how much he likes this dude. He's awesome as fuck. You know, he's pretty much chill. I never seen him in person, but like my friend's friend, he actually did the signing for him, which is awesome as fuck. Shout out to that shit for Dub Magazine. So yeah, before real quick, let me just get one real second out to get something real fast. Okay, I just had to get my pen real quick, so that way you know this is the legit stuff. You know, it doesn't scrape off or nothing. You know, this is the legit real deal right here. Definitely badass. Shout out to Jay Miller Speaks Out if you want to look at that. Give you more information on it. So without further ado, let's begin. So this is probably going to be a little bit of a controversial topic to talk about, but you know what? I want to fucking talk about it because I've been waiting for a fucking week to talk about this shit. So yeah, let's begin real fast. Top 10 sexiest Pokemon designs of all time. So number 10 real quick is Milotic. And you're probably wondering right now, why do I pick Milotic? I mean, it's a boss. I mean, she's cool as fuck. She's an angel straight out of fucking heaven if you really look at it. Real good. One of the first Pokemon, even though she evolves from the first Pokemon, is pretty ugly as shit, which is Feebas. Ends up being sexy as hell later on when it's Milotic. There's like a little bit of humanoid version of it. I think it's pretty fucking badass, for damn sure. What else? A lot of really cool ass shit on there, that's for damn sure. Another cool ability I like on her is a Marvel scale ability. You know, I think it damages like, I think it's like the Wonder Guard is supposed to do super effective damage moves or something. That's the only thing that can hit it. I think the Wonder Guard too, same that's pretty much a hugely highly anticipated badass ability as well. Sorry if I can't talk too much today. I just got back on a trip to like Arizona a little bit, so I'm a little jet lagged and shit. So yeah, that's Milotic for you. Wallace is his best Pokemon. Same with Cynthia. They love using the hell out of Milotic. I know Wallace was the first one, and after that Cynthia started using it. I don't know if anyone FitGen used it, but she's hardcore as fuck. You know, she's awesome as fuck. I love those sexy blue eyes the bitch has. You know, the long, sexy, scaly hair. You know, everything about her is awesome as hell. She's basically like a siren in a way. Not the killing floor version of a siren. I'm talking about sirens that lure men into sexual seduction, if you will. You know, that's the kind of Pokemon she is. That's another reason I put her on the list. So that's Milotic, number 10. Number 9, people might think it would be at number, but I'm going to put it at number 9 because it's my list. I should be able to do whatever the hell I want when I want. That is Gardevoir. And the reason why Gardevoir is on the list is because, let me just tell you people something right now. Gardevoir, she's a super sexual humanoid Pokemon. I've seen a lot of furry lore like this one on here about her, or any other like furry hentai shit that's like that. It's pretty awesome as fuck if you look at it. I still kind of got pissed the fuck off the reason why she's just a pure Psychic type. I wish she would have been Grass Psychic because she has a lot of green, like natural garden, you know, nature kind of characteristic towards her, not just Psychic type. It's kind of a bad move for Ken Sugimoto and all the Satoshi guys over there at Game Freak. They should have made her Grass Psychic like they did with Celebi and Meloetta, you know? Come on. Even execute an Executor Grass Psychic, and that shit should have been Grass Psychic, not just pure Psychic like it got. I do like the abilities Trace and Synchronize, I guess that's alright, but other than that, this kind of sucks. Another reason why she's really badass, you know, really cool ass sexual design, in my opinion, if you will. Let's see if I can get other shots. There's a little hentai version of her that I thought was funny as hell. I did that. There's a little bit of a video game version, like humanoid. She kind of looks like Zelda a little bit in this design. So shout out to the person who ever did this a couple years back. Cause I saw this back in 06, a couple years back. It's old as fuck, but it's still a classic. So probably after Emerald came out, I think that's when they made it. But big shout out to the person that made it. I don't know who it was. There's a lot of like furry hentai stories with this chick, so I'm not gonna get too much into detail with it. But you can go figure it out yourself and Google it. You'll see what I mean. Coming in number 8, I know a lot of people are going to be surprised why I put this as sexual design, but you know what? My own little preferences, I thought it was cool as fuck, and that is an old school classic, Dewgong, which is a nice water type, you know, same evolution as Seal, excuse me. And it's one of Lorelai's Pokemon, aka Prima in the anime, which I thought was cool as fuck that they changed her name up. But you know what? She was still a hot piece of ass too. Same with her trainer. The thing I liked about Dewgong is that it's the first one to learn Blizzard, Ice Beam, and a lot of other badass water type moves. In a way, I think Misty might have had this in the manga, but not in the anime. I don't know why. That's because Ken Sugimori is on Satoshi Chihiri's not perseverance. I guess their own personal opinions. I guess it's alright. I know it's kind of like a Little Mermaid kind of thing. The only difference is it's a sealed sea lion Pokemon. But it's pretty hardcore. It could be tough as fuck, or it could be sexy when it wants. So I thought that's the reason why I put it in the top 10 best sexual designs Pokemon ever. And that's why it's number 8. But there's Dewgong for you. I should have regular average Dewgong on here. See if I can find that. Yeah, this is the old school classic one. Obviously every 90s kid like myself knows about that one. So coming in number 7, pretty badass Pokemon myself, one of the first gen Pokemon again, and it is Ninetales. Why I put Ninetales on my list is because I thought she was a badass. She was hardcore as fuck. One of the first Pokemon to ever learn Will-O-Wisp in 3rd gen. 1st and 2nd gen, she was pretty hardcore as well. I know there's guy versions of it, but I like the girl ones, of course. Obviously, who wouldn't? I actually got, let's see if I can put it on there. There's a couple other ones, you know. There's this one. And I'm going to show you the other after the pic. I'll probably get copyright infringement or something on YouTube, which I really don't want. It's kind of like a furry hentai version of Ninetales. I thought it was awesome as fuck. Shout out to the person on DeviantArt that did this badass, which was, I can't even see their name. I think laying out in the sun, I guess. Ninetales laying out in the sun. Shout out to that person. So other than that, you know, she has Fire Blast, she has Quick Attack. They would have hooked her up with Extreme Speed. She would literally be a fucking wall in the OUU region. Definitely for damn sure. Hands fucking down. This will dominate the living hell out of 1st gen. Literally, besides Arcanine and maybe Dragonite. And maybe Scyther too. It's probably one of the 4th or 5th fastest Pokemon in the 1st gen ever. As far as 5th gen goes, you know, probably number 50 or 100 at least. But in the 1st gen, probably number 4. But other than that, you know, another cool ass thing I really loved about Ninetales is that we only got to see it once and twice in the anime, in the old school one. I really love how graceful and elegant they made her. It was awesome as shit, you know. Kind of like a couple Naruto references with the Nine-Tailed Demon Fox, I guess. You could put that out there, just saying. I'm just putting it out there. And yeah, she's a hardcore bitch. Even though it did suck that every time you had to evolve from Vulpix, you had to use the Firestone. You couldn't use nothing else but the fucking Firestone. That pissed me off a little bit, but nevertheless, that's why it's number 7. Number 6. Let me tell you something about before number 6. I think it was a chill ass Pokemon, you know. A couple other people might disagree, but I'm gonna put her on there. It is fucking Lopunny, and I was gonna put Latias on there. I'm gonna put it on my honorable mentions instead. With Lopunny, what I really liked about it is that it had that elegant flawlessness, and they should have just made every Lopunny a female, should have just male. And it's kind of creepy as fuck how they put male and female Machamps, kind of like that. It's kind of weird as fuck. I don't know why Game Freak would do that. I guess because, you know, sexual equality, I guess. I don't know. So the feminists don't get pissed off, or male guy feminists don't get pissed off. I don't know. What have you. But you know, the reason I really love Lopunny, and I'll show you a couple other pictures on there, she's kind of like one of those Sonic the Hedgehog kind of characters. And even though she was from Game Freak, I thought she was a boss. She has a little Team Rocket logo on the picture. Another really cool ass thing I really loved about Lopunny is that she was just so fucking badass and awesome as hell. Without all due respect on that. I mean, look at the body of a fucking goddess in that Pokemon. You'd think this Pokemon would have been banned in the series, but I guess Ken Sugimori, it's probably on their mind on Playboy. I don't know. But other than that, let me just get back 1 second. Hold on. Sorry about that. I thought I heard my doorbell ring because I'm probably going to end up getting some pizza, some tacos later on because I was hungry as shit. I didn't get no breakfast this morning because of the Arizona trip. Other than that, let's keep going. You know, basically, Lopunny was a boss. She knew high jump kick, the first one to ever learn Dizzy Punch besides Spinda. You know, she was fast as hell. The only thing I didn't like about it, you had to use a friendship evolution on it, and I didn't get it to like level 50 instead of level 30 or 40 like some people would get it. I get it at level fucking 50 and it sucked. But you know what? Nevertheless, she was awesome. There's a couple fanfics out there with her and Lucario when they fucking shit like that, which I thought was funny as hell, by the way. Another furry fan, you know, hentai fanfic out there. she's fucking badass, you know. There's even that one's called Sinnoh on the Super Nintendo or something. I think he did a video a long time ago. It was on Newgrounds or DeviantArt, where they showed all these pictures of Lopunny and naked, like with Playboy, FHM, kind of Victoria's Secret kind of thing, if you will. I thought it was funny as shit. So that's bad fucking ass. That's why she's number 6 on the list. Number 5 on the list, I don't know if some of you people like me or not, but I thought she was awesome as fucking hell. Definitely badass. Actually a legendary type Pokemon, it is. Fucking Cresellia. And let me tell you about Cresellia. This chick was awesome as fuck. I loved the hell out of her. She was super graceful, super elegant, kind of a rarity thing off My Little Pony. The only difference was she was a Psychic type. I always thought to me she was a water Psychic type, but I guess the only ability I knew she had was Levitate. I don't know, in the Dream World, I forgot what her ability was there, but I know her main ability is Levitate. And basically after you defeat the Elite Four, and after you defeat all the gym leaders and stuff, you finally be able to get Cresellia, and then she leaves this Lunar Stone or something, a Lunar Wing, I think that's what it's called. I think the only signature move I think it's had is Lunar Dance, and that was it. Kind of like Princess Luna off MLP too, but a little bit different. Another thing that made her cool as fuck is that her speed was okay, her special defense was high as fuck, so if you watch the NU, UU, OU tier battles and all those other Pokemon Wi-Fi battle events, she's basically a brick fucking wall when her special defense is high as fuck. When she curses up, or when she uses Lunar Dance, what have you, curse, like I just said. I don't know, I guess Defense Pro if you want to go that far. And yeah, she's awesome as hell. I love her design, it's beautiful. Number 4, a couple people might disagree with me on this one, is Mawile. I always thought she was a dark steel type until I found out she was steel, and that did suck a little bit, because in my opinion she should have been a dark steel. I think it said in the 6th gen she might be getting that fairy type that everyone's been speculating over, like I said about a month and a half ago on Sylveon. I guess she's alright, but she wasn't the best out of the best, but she was decent, fairly decent in a way. Because in my opinion, I thought she was cool as fuck, literally, with a capital C-O-O-L. You know, she was the first one to learn Vice Grip, and then, what else, Crunch. I think she was able to learn Dark Pulse, I'm not sure. But other than that, you know, she knows a lot of Dark type moves. I love the big-ass giant, like, Chain Chomp or whatever on the back of her head, which is an old school Mario. If any of you don't know that reference, Chain Chomp. I thought she was kick fucking ass, that's for damn sure. And she was cute as fuck. I definitely would love to hit that if she was real. If I want to take it that far, this is my channel. I say whatever the fuck I want. You don't like it, too bad. But if you agree, more power to you. You're awesome. I love you guys. Coming in number 3, 2, and 1. First, second, third place. My people are gonna love me the hell out of these. There's an anime version of a while if you were interested in that. Number 3, Vaporeon. I don't know why every time I thought about this Pokemon, one of the fighting 3 Musketeer Pokemon in 5th gen next to Terrakion, Cobalion, Vaporeon. Some people said it was a guy. I felt like it was more of a girl than it was a guy. I don't know why. She had that elegance. And plus, in the Kirim and the Sword of Justice movie, Vaporeon's voice actress was played by a girl. It wasn't played by a guy. So that tells you right there it was probably a female. Even though they're neutral, I have a feeling she should have been a female instead of just neutral. That's kind of a stupid-ass move for Game Freak, unfortunately. But, and it should have made the other 2 guys. That's how I feel about it. I think she was awesome as fuck. I don't know why I always compared her to this one film company. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. You probably can't. Let me just get out the way really fast. Hold on. Hold on a sec. I don't know why. She always made me think about this company, Verizon, for some reason. Because her name, Verizon, kind of almost sounds the same. I don't know if they're supporting the smartphone company for this or not, but I think she was badass. And this thing glows too. Other than that, you know, really cool ass attacks and ability. Her speed is fast as shit, faster than Cobalions and Terrakions combined, really. And yeah, you know, she was the first one I think to learn, not really the first one, because I know Subtile was able to learn Razor Leaf, not Razor Leaf, Leaf Blade. She was the second one to learn that, which I thought was awesome as fuck. And then you all know Sacred Sword, of course we all know that. That's really no surprise. I think she was a fantasy, mystical version of a ram or something. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. And she's a chill-ass chick. And I got a couple other ones for you guys, which I thought they were badass, whoever did them. You know, that was definitely a sexier version right there. I would definitely hit that if I was in the Pokemon world. I'll just tell you that right now. Be pretty fucking kick-ass. Number 2 and 1. Hopefully you guys don't hate me too much for this, but you know why I had to put them on there. It was just So fucking mandatory. There's another Cresellia picks if you guys like that. 2 and 1, I think was awesome stuff because in a way, I feel like it brought more, you know, sexual to the atmosphere. And that is Glaceon. Glaceon number 2, the reason I put her number 2 almost not at number 1 is because the only thing she was lacking to me is that you had to do that friendship evolution. And then you had to do near that icy rock. That pissed me the fuck off. Should have just done it automatically or in a frozen tundra anywhere instead of just evolving into Silver Rock. That's the reason why it's at number 2. And it's one of the evolutions, one of the old school classics, you know, besides Espeon, Umbreon, the Jolteon, Vaporeon, Flareon, and then of course the other one later on, which we're going to get Sylveon later on, but that's not until October, so we're still going to have to wait another 4 months until it's done. Thank God, because we're almost around the corner in June now, and that's next week Saturday. But other than that, you know, she's a chill-ass chick. I think I only saw her once in the anime. I think Glaceon, the 5th gen, Black and White 2, correct me if I'm wrong on this since I don't own Black and White 2, but I think she ends up having a Glaceon. I'm not sure. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. I know she has Glalie and all of them from 3rd gen, but I'm just saying. And she knows Ice Shards, Icy Wind, you know. The Snow Cloak ability is pretty kick-ass. I think it heightens evasiveness. That's pretty fucking awesome. So that's number 2 for Glaceon. There's a couple other tracks I do have with Glaceon. The only thing is I'm not going to end up showing it because I might end up getting a copyright strike. I really don't want that shit. And coming in at number 1, the reason I put this in number 1, I was going to put Mandibuzz in number 1, but I decided to put Blaziken on there. It's Blaziken. I don't know what it was. I think she always reminded me of Buffalo Wild Wings, the Blazing Wings. I don't know what it was, but she was an awesome fucking chick. I'm going to show you a couple other badass fucking DeviantArt pictures that they decided to give me and shit. No, not them. What's it called? I'm trying to remember the name. There's her again. I thought she was awesome. She was looking like a hentai character there for a second, which I thought was bad fucking ass in my opinion. The reason I put Blaziken on here is because her being number 1, she just has that sexual flawlessness of, you know, pain, desire, and all that beautiful innuendos of, you know, anything that's sexual in the world, like 50 Shades of Grey type of shit, you know? In a way, I wish they would have just named them all female, because she looks more like a female than she does a dude. She knows the Blaze Kick ability. She also knows Sky Uppercut, you know, one of the first 3rd gen hoenn Pokemon to ever learn any of those moves. That's why she is a legend in my opinion. In a way, I feel like she would have been better as fire flying instead of fire fighting, because she knows a lot of flying type moves for some reason. Maybe that's her bird side of her, I don't know. Last but not least, I want to say about her shiny form is pretty badass too. You know, when she gets pissed off, she burns the hell out, you know, literally. And then she ends up being in that Deoxys versus Rayquaza movie with Destiny Deoxys. I thought it was cool as fuck to have that Pokemon in there. And with that said, that concludes the top 10 sexiest Pokemon designs of all time. And like I always say, like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Is what it is, ain't what it ain't. See you when I see you. You guys have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're at in the world. Sorry I stalled about 3-4 times in this video. Don't do anything reckless and crazy. And like I always say, don't smoke and drink weed. I said that different. Yeah. Don't drink and smoke weed at the same time. And peace out, YouTube, lates, and goodbye. You take it easy, and I'll see you soon.